Show to really.
So camera come real.
I'm just
So I'm not just saying now. You started my.
Hello, let me introduce you to two of my guys, Peter and Pete. 2022 December, we had the Real Estate Expo organized by our organization. And Peter came with 10 million, had 10 million. Pete also had 10 million to buy a few assets. But Pete, at the end of the day, went on vacation with his money, while Peter was able to buy a few assets with that amount and create a portfolio for himself. Today, in 2025, Peter is worth over 75 million in that asset. Pete is also still doing well, working for his money, but he has not been able to tie down some. Peter's asset that he bought in 2022 is well over 75 million now, and Pete is still regretting that decision today. What am I trying to say? The Real Estate Expo 2025 is here, and it's 15 hours of solid sale, mega offers and opportunities from over 20 developers, featuring 20 states under lands, apartments, and houses. What are you going to do with that information? If you want to be 2022 Peter, the instructions are on your screen. If you want to be 2022 Pete,
That you do.
Godwin, good afternoon. Some people don't consider me their friends. Some Manchester United fans and Barcelona fans, they consider me their enemy. But aside that, I think we all find common ground when it comes to finances. So it's always a pleasure to be in this studio, and today marks the beginning of another historic event. You know, one thing about me, if you know me, if you've been moving closely with me for a while now, you know that I'm very big on financial education, right? I believe that we have a lot of academic educated people in Nigeria, but not too many financially educated people, and that's why we have seen a lot of people work hard so much, but not being able to gather a lot, right? Because of that part is missing, and we decided to create another event, right, to educate people, because I literally believe that you cannot be wealthy, you cannot be rich without doing investment, without investing right. So we created a corner. So we are in the investors corner, and I would like to welcome everybody listening. Those of you listening on radio, those of you listening on YouTube and wherever it is all over the world.
Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah, you are welcome to the Investors Corner Radio Edition 2025, and we have a lineup of world-class speakers who are coming to educate you every Fridays from this Friday till December 19th, when we'll be having the Real Estate Expo 2025.
Okay, let's set the ball rolling.
Yeah.
And what precisely are you going to be offering Nigerians at home and of course in diaspora?
Yeah.
Starting from this moment.
Okay, so my own duty as the host of this particular event is to talk about a topic so that other people can. I'm just paving the way, like John the Baptist. On this edition of this 2025 edition, we'll be having Dr. Bryce SEKONI, who's our guest today. He's running late, but he will be joining us either online or physically. We'll be having Dr. Lumide Emmanuel coming live on the 5th of December. We'll be having Wisdom Ezekiel next week, Friday. We'll have Dr. Sunday Olorunsheyi December 12th. We have Tope Makodige, who will be joining us here on November 7th. We have Francis Ajilore November 24th. So a host of loads of people who are not theoreticians, they are practitioners. Nigerian real estate is a huge space. I largely believe that it's an untapped market. So my own job, they will be talking about Nigerian real estate, maximizing the opportunities, and also owning your own share, how you can own your own share. But you can see that I brought the board to the corner today. This is how we teach during our Zoom classes for our investors, because I will be talking about how to create space in your finance for real estate investments, right? Because I largely believe that many people have not started creating space because maybe you don't even understand the importance of how important it is. Godwin, we started this expo. Thankfully, we started this expo by advertising in the same station in 2022 December, and we listed a whole lot of products. I don't have any of those products that were listed there that have not experienced over 100% appreciation. Right? We have not multiples, and thankfully we are in a station where we bring our clients to come and give testimonials. You can listen to the show from back ages. You can go to our social media pages. There are lots of testimonials there. A particular client bought, let's look at this scenario, Godwin. A particular client entered the market in 2022 Real Estate Expo. This is 2022. And bought a location in Lagos, Nigeria. We're doing the expo because it gives you, it's an expo, it gives you discounts. That is like clearances, like the Black Friday of real estate. He was able to buy that particular location at 50% off. There was an offer from a particular company. So it was 2 million. He bought it at 50% off. That's times 0.5. That's 1 million in 2022. We're in 2025. We are going there tomorrow, sir. Live, not audio. You know me, I used to say you don't buy graphic design here. This is 2025. Just 3 years after, it's going for 16 million. Land cost alone. I now asked him, why did you buy one? He said, sir, you remember that he told me it was only 2 left. I could not sell the 2 for him. I had to split to 2 different customers because they were begging me for that offer. It was only 2 units left. These are some of the examples that real estate and opportunities like this gives you. So how do you create space in your finance? For this is what we want to talk about today.
Okay.
And maybe we'll go on a short break.
Okay.
When we come back, we'll start the ball.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Okwemi. I came for allocation, inspection for my land at Ewekoro, and I was pretty much impressed. It's an estate, a developing estate, where the already existing people living in there, and I was shown the area that my plot is situated, and I'm pretty much impressed, and I can't wait to get started. I will encourage you, if you have probably some savings, some money somewhere, instead of it aligning its life value, why not invest it in it's a real estate that will appreciate in value. Thank you. Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Okwemi. I came for allocation, inspection for my land at Ewekoro, and I was pretty much impressed. It's an estate, a developing estate, where the already existing people living in there, and I was shown the area that my plot is situated, and I'm pretty much impressed, and I can't wait to get started. I will encourage you, if you have probably some savings, some money somewhere, instead of it aligning its life value, why not invest it in it's a real estate that will appreciate in value. Thank you.
Investment opportunities, because there are many things competing for your funds. Like I've said before, who you are working for is not the company where you are working. That's the company you are working with. So I have a lot of people who are working with me in fund real estate. Let's say David, for example. David earns, let's say, 500k a month, and he works for fund real estate. How to know who David works for is the debit alert that comes after he collects his income. So after he collects his income, David sends money to Robert, 50,000. Sends money to Deborah, 20,000. Send another one to Shade. Like you have history with Shade. No. 100,000. Then he pays for cable, 50,000. Pays for gym, 30,000. These are the people that he's working for. not the company that he works for. The company he works for is working with them. At the end of the month, he goes and submits like a remittance. He goes and submits the money to the real people that he's working for. And if you don't sit down to think about how you think and think about how you execute, you might be trapped in this kind of circle like this. So one of the principles that I'll give you today, because there's not too much time and it's free. You didn't pay for it. When you pay attention. But I want to be people listening are paying attention. One of the things that principle we should use going forward is the WSI principle. W stands for waste. S stands for spend. I stands for invest. So I want you to go back to your past 12 months bank statement. Before we start creating space in the current income, let us go and see how you have done in your past income. Listen, you know, Godwin will tell you that Godwin is an advocate of people getting married. You know, so I don't have a problem with that. What I used to say is that make sure that you don't go and cause problem in the marriage. You know, but one of the ways that you can understand a marriage that probably work is people that don't follow prospect, that follow pattern. Right? If I'm going to see whether you're an investor or whether you're someone that is future minded, I will follow your pattern of expenses. So get your bank statement for the last 1 year and go and do this WSI. Every month after the income comes in, look at all your expense and put against each expense. Print it out with a biro. Write W next to the expense. So whatever you spent money on, so this particular person love it now, as far as I'm concerned, is waste.
Not our love it. Go ahead.
No, not our love it. That's W. The next one too is waste.
Yes.
Then the Shade, I don't know whether Shade is waste for you.
It's waste for David.
Waste. So at the end of it, you have one stream of income. You have 36 streams of expenses. Out of the 36 streams of expenses, 30 is waste. 4 is spend. In fact, 6 is spend. You don't have any investment. Now, the only way you can say that you are working for yourself is if you are putting something aside for your future. That's the only way you are working for yourself. Any other thing means you are working for people. Some of you are working for your landlord. Some people are working for me tirelessly. Godwin. Some people have been working all year round in different parts of Europe, only to come and submit money to me for my shortlets in December. So people are currently working all around in Nigeria to make sure that they pay my rent as at when due. It all depends on whether you prioritize W more in your early years of your finances, or you prioritize S more, or you prioritize I more. The window is very short, especially for young people. When I see them waste time, when I see them waste their money and waste resources, I just laugh, because the circle of plenty and farming is just the way you have seed time and harvest. It is always happening. The only reason why you see people don't experience farming is because during the time of plenty, they had a lot of seeds in the ground. So one way, the first step in creating creating space for your finance is one, find out which part of the financial ladder you are. You can lie to everybody, you can appear rich. You know, we have a lot of people doing fake life in Nigeria. Easy. That's one of the reasons for your brokenness. You are trying to keep up appearances for people that are not even watching you. In the next 10 years, you realize that people are not watching you. They already, everybody is facing their own problem. So it's better you build your life. So where in the financial ladder are you? This is the ladder. I didn't like fine arts in school, so don't permit me. So you are here. If you are here in the final place, you are in financial crisis. If you are in the second level, you are in instability. If you are in the middle level, you are in stability. If you are in the upper level, you are in independence. And if you are in the final level, you are in freedom. So, ascertain where you are. People that are in crisis are people that probably don't even have any stream of income. And you know that everybody has streams of expenses. Whether you are making income or not, expense don't concern, nothing concern expenses. As you are breathing, you are a living expense. A newborn baby, once it do A, is already a debit alert. You know, so people in crisis don't have income but have expenses. So if you are in that level, ascertain that you are there. Decide, just know that you are there. Don't lie to yourself. Self-deceit is worst form of deceit. The next one is instability. This is the level of people whose take home cannot take them home. So whatever you are making, you have much more obligations than the income that is coming in, right? If you are in that level, know that you are in that level, because we are going to show you the roadmap, the things that you should do to climb the ladder. I'm the host. I have 8 weeks, so even if it's 5 minutes, the guests give me, because they are the owner of the show. Every week I will drop in one point. By the end of December 19, we should have got to half of this topic. Then you go and buy the book for the remaining one. But instability, you have more expenses than income. Stability, this one is a very tricky ground, because inflation, devaluation can mess you up. You can be stable in naira, but when they convert your money to dollars, you are a pauper, right? So in this particular level, you must not be too comfortable, because one illness or one issue can drop you down here, right? So here, your take home can take you home. Your income is equal to your expenses, and you probably have a few change left to do one or two things. Independence level, at this particular level, you are now operating in the big boy level. So you are operating on your operations is on the return on your investments, not on your sweat. So you don't spend your sweat on your operations. You invest. What I mean is that, for example, your sweat is your direct profit from your business or your direct income from your salary. That's your direct sweat. If you are living off that, you are still currently under stability. You are not under independence. But if you now invest that direct sweat into something, maybe you buy a house and it's giving you rental income, and your rental income cannot take care of your obligations, that is the realm of financial independence. So it means that you are in the second generation, you are in second level of your income. That's what you are spending. The first level is high assets, right? Then the final is the financial freedom level, where the money that is coming as ROI can not only take care of yourself, can take care of a lot of people, right? So after ascertaining that, that's the first step. Where are you on this particular ladder? We'll go on another short break. When we come back, we'll continue.
Awards 2020.
Hello, it's a expo organized by our organization, and Peter came with 10 million, had 10 million. Pete also had 10 million to buy a few assets. But Pete, at the end of the day, went on vacation with his money, while Peter was able to buy a few assets with that amount and create a portfolio for himself. Today, in 2025, Peter is worth over 75 million in that asset. Pete is also still doing well, working for his money, but he has not been able to tie down some. Peter's asset that he bought in 2022 is well over 75 million now, and Pete is still regretting that decision today. What am I trying to say? The Real Estate Expo 2025 is here, and it's 15 hours of solid sale, mega offers and opportunities from over 20 developers. We're featuring 20 states under lands, apartments, and houses. What are you going to do with that information? If you want to be 2022 Peter, the instructions are on your screen. If you want to be 2022 Pete,
yeah, hello everyone. I'm Okwemi. I came for allocation, inspection for my land at Ewekoro, and I was pretty much impressed. It's an estate, a developing estate, where they're already existing people living in there, and I was shown the area that my plot is situated, and I'm pretty much impressed, and I can't wait to get started. I will encourage you, if you have probably some savings, some money somewhere, instead of it allowing its life follow, why not invest in it? It's a real estate that will appreciate in value. Thank you.
hello. Let me introduce you to two of my guys, Peter and Pete. 2022 December, we had the Real Estate Expo organized by our organization, and Peter came with 10 million, had 10 million. Pete also had 10 million to buy a few assets. But Pete, at the end of the day, went on vacation with his money, while Peter was able to buy a few assets with that amount and create a portfolio for himself. Today, in 2025, Peter is worth over 75 million in that asset. Pete is also still doing well, working for his money, but he has not been able to tie down some. Peter's asset that he bought in 2022 is well over 75 million now, and Pete is still regretting that decision today. What am I trying to say? The Real Estate Expo 2025 is here, and it's 15 hours of solid sale.
How do you spell it? Is Enakhena?
No, it's E.
No, it says it's Enakhena.
Enakhena.
So it's A-N-E.
No, it's E-N-A.
We are going to disagree.
Okay.
All All right, so we're talking about how you can create space in your finance for real estate investment opportunity. Now, I said create space in your finance. So number one step I asked you to ascertain where you are in the financial ladder. Number two is to have a finance. Listen, investment opportunities is not bought by tongue speaking. You must be able to have been making money. So money making is a very, very important part of every individual's life.
When you say money making,
yes,
does not mean, you are not saying you must make good money. Is that what you're saying?
there are different ways of making money. Well, we are in the investment police. You know, police is for legal things. So we're talking about legitimate money.
No, I'm talking about legit. I mean, are you talking to a man who earns 50,000 every month?
I'm talking to a man that doesn't even earn anything.
Okay.
We are starting from the scratch, Godwin.
That's the point I wanted to
We have
make.
enough time. So after ascertaining that level, if you are in financial crisis, the number two thing you need to do, in fact, even if you are in financial independence, especially for people that maybe stumbled, they didn't go by plan, you can adjust your structure so that you don't crash. So number two thing is to develop a life plan, and I feel like many people don't do that, and it's important because how do you work? You work in organizations where you people have a business plan, you have a goal for the year for your company, and all of you as teammates are working towards it. But you yourself don't sit down to create a plan for your own life. So you cannot create space in your finance for real estate if real estate is not part of your life plan. Let me show you an example of a life plan so that it can be very clear. I hope people that are listening on radio can also join on YouTube because we are using a board and it's very practical. So let's say a 5-year plan now for Sam Orija. So Sam, let me use the plan. So this can help you. Even if this is where I stop today, we'll continue next week Friday. And we are doing 5-year plan. So we'll start from 2026 because I mean we're already in October. I'm already done with my goals for the year. Any other things dry, but I will still achieve other things so I can add more dry to it. So this is 2026 to 2030. 27, 28, 29, 30. So you have set out the 5 years. The next thing to do is to identify the key areas of your life for the next 5 years. The key areas of your life for the next 5 years to you, because this is mine. Mine is my personal life is important to me. I'm a very selfish person. I must take care of myself. Next is my relational life. That's my family. Godwin is still wondering whether I'm married. I might be married, I might not be married. The next one is my business and career. The next one is my health. Next is my finance. I'm also a philanthropist, so very important to me. When you are creating this plan, it means that, see, all these aspects of your life are very important. But guess what finance is? Finance is the engine oil to your entire life as a machine. It's the one that makes everything moves very well. Let's give an example. Okay, personal life, personal development. Under here, you also have academics. So, 2026, I'm going to be in Harvard for a course. I've known this since 2021 or 2020. So I have been saving because it's not small money and I have other projects I'm doing with my life. So I've been saving for the past 3 years some amount of money every month, and inflation keeps and devaluation keeps helping me to increase the money. So the goal keeps stretching. But now it's my figure. I can now go next year. So in my 5-year plan before 2026, I had Harvard there. So for you, what's your own academic plan for the next 5 years? That will, because this channel shows you how you can channel money. If you don't have all this kind of plan, see what David did that was even David Shade. If David had this kind of plan, he will first look at his plan and first be putting money in the things that are important. When there are spare left, you cannot be giving, but usually there will not be spare left if you have a plan like this for your life. So which part of the academic calendar, your personal life, you say you want to travel to 2 countries a year, or you want to learn a new language. So I want to learn French this year. Somebody should help me with the marker. I want to learn French this year. So next year I want to learn Spanish. Upper year I want to learn German. By 2030 I'm already fluent in 5 languages. I'm not other people's mates. Opportunities that I can access in those 5 countries, you cannot access it. I've exposed myself to new opportunities that can give me money. You can also decide that you want to learn a tech skill, or you want to learn graphics design. You want to learn one skill every year. So graphic design this year, UI UX next year, creative design upper year. By 2029 you are a money magnet. But you know what many Nigerians want to do? You want to blow. You will overestimate what you can achieve in 1 year and underestimate what you can achieve in 5 years. Look at what this particular person has achieved in 5 years. By 2030 is already a money magnet. He can do many things. Your relational life. So Godwin is an advocate of marriage. You can say that, okay, David wants to marry in 2028. Marriage. It means that you have to start planning for it now. You should have a family. Before I either got married or not, Godwin, I already had a family account where I was putting monies that I was going to spend when I have my own family. So that it's not, listen, when God gave 9 months for you people to deliver a baby, He did not give you 9 months for you to be playing around. That's one of the reasons sometimes I don't have sympathy of people that after 9 months are begging for money. He gave you 9 months to go and plan and prepare. Even if you started farming, you go and if there are some plants that you can farm within 9 months to germinate and you can sell. Next is your career and your business. So I have said that I want to open my own sports studio in 2 years' time. So I say, okay, 2027 sports studio. Are you seeing how I'm creating money for things that are important in my life? We will now come to investments, which is finance. You will see where you create money for real estate. Yeah. But if you don't do all these things, you are living your life haphazardly. Anyhow, anywhere belle face, anywhere money come, anywhere money go. Your health. So at some points you might not be able to afford going to the gym or buying gym equipment. Start with skipping rope or buy skipping, skip 1 day or jog 1 day. You write it there. And at the end of each month you mark yourself and score yourself. This is how you can be intentional about your life. Finance. So I will now bring this one out and close for today. So this is where I'm coming to, but I cannot not acknowledge that you have different aspects of your life that are very important to you. So let us bring out the finance out and let me give you a short plan of how you can do your finance, what I also use. Okay, philanthropy is there, but please don't go and start becoming a philanthropist when you are not solid. You can give at every level, but don't give above your level. Don't crash yourself. Build the foundation first. When we wanted to go and build a project in Bagada, on our way to our site, I saw a particular house that was like this. The house, you remember the house? It was like this. Why? They don't go build waiting pass up for this foundation. So don't go and do like this with your finance. You know. So let's bring finances out and we'll explain further. If you guys are following me on YouTube and it's making sense to you, please type 1 on the chat box. Let us make it engaging. So your finance, for example, for upcomers, and I know that this is a global call, and people that are even rich are here listening to me. So those of you that are rich already have your plan, right? But you will agree with me that real estate must be central to many of the things that you do. But for upcomings and upcomers, right? This is what I will advise you to do. And I see a lot of people, and that's one of the mistakes that they make. When you just start making money, you waste it. You go and put it in ventures or volatile instruments. You are not solid enough. You don't have enough shock absorber to do that. You cannot be worth 10 million and you are putting 8 million in a volatile instrument. You're just being plain ignorant. That's why a lot of young people have made money, and the first thing that they do is go and give somebody the money to go and double for them in foreign exchange, in forex trading, in crypto coins, without you even understanding that market. So as an upcomer, and for many other people, this is a formula that can help you. After you have, during the course of the classes later on, we'll teach you how to make money for people that don't know how to make money yet. And that's one of the reasons why we do skill acquisition programs for free. We are currently running one now. We are ending it this Sunday, Godwin. We have been teaching people how to do lash installation. I didn't know that there's serious money in that business. I'm going to enter that business, but we have to talk about it.
Okay.
There's teach people that, teach people, and they were telling me the profit centers. I'm like, wow. I mean, I don't used to hear profit center. I'm always interested. I'm there. I will be there. You know, so this is what I think you should do. From every of your income that comes into your account, right? It is, they will have paid you salary, maybe net of your tax, and they'll tell you it's net salary. When it comes into your account, it's not net for you, it is gross for you. It is gross for you. Are you with me? So every money that comes into your account is gross income. You must now do your own tax. It's called FT, future tax. You must deduct it. It is a compulsory deductible. That is what they call savings and investment. But people have not started getting used to this habit. So you spend first before you now save and invest. And that's one of the reasons why you never save and invest. Anything that makes you to spend first, you always live above your means. The only way for you to be able to live within your means and below your means is to save first and save and invest first before you spend. You must remove your future tax in it, because you are going to be alive in the future and you are going to spend money. The money you are going to spend in the future far outweighs whatever you are spending today. So when you do that, gross income minus your future tax, savings and investments. Now, some people will tell you save at least 10%, 20%. Please listen, that's just a general principle. If you are in your era, you know, there's some people who say fine boy era, fine girl era. If you are in your era of little obligation, your investment and savings cannot be, and must not be 10 or 20%. You must be investing at the rate of 80%, 70%. I'm talking from life experience. Godwin, you know this story. I probably have said it here. I was in my father's house when I built my own first house, because I did not have too much obligation. The only thing I needed to be doing was to entering bus to go to work, or be driving one of his cars to work. That was the only thing I was doing. I was eating their food. My mates were going to go and rent a house in then Lekki. Lekki was just bubbling then. But I went to go and build a house in Ayobo. An undesirable location as at that time. Today now, that particular property is giving me close to $1 million in rental income. So it all depends on what you decide to do for yourself. So if you are in your era of little obligation, your savings and investment, your future tax is high. But if you are in your era of more obligations, you don't even have a choice. It's because when you were in your era of little obligation, you did not do the right thing. So that's one of the reasons why in your era of plenty of obligations now, you don't have investment that has matured enough to take care of the obligations. Imagine somebody that bought that land I mentioned about at 1 million. Bought 1 acre, 6 plots, 6 million. 1 acre now is 108 million. Which school does his children want to go in the last 3 years that he will not unlock 1 plus to sell and take care of their school fees? In fact, you can take care of their school fees from JSS1 to SS1. That's how you plan your life. You don't use your sweat to take care of some obligations if you can plan very well ahead of time. So this future tax, whatever the percentage is what I now want to explain how you can bring it out. By the time this is X, future tax is X, then you get your excess. This is your net income. This is what you can now spend on your budget. So you create a budget. You have accommodation in your budget. You have fuel. You have data. These are important expenses and co. But you have already removed your future tax, which is the most important. It is the net income you are now spreading here. So accommodation can take 20% of your net income. Fuel can take maybe 0.1%, like that, and you live within that budget. Now, this future tax, I want to break it down as I wrap up. We'll talk about budget later on. You will see all that. Don't miss the Investors Corner radio edition. Some people's life, in the next 8 weeks, by next year, you are not going to be wasting money. Next year's December Expo, you are already preparing for it. Some of you are not prepared for this Expo December, and I mean,
it's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. You will buy the land that you bought 5 million this year, you buy it 8 million next year, but you still buy next year at a good price, because it will never reduce in value. So let me explain what you do with this your future tax.
Time is fast spent.
Yes. As we close, your future tax is your savings and investment. Number 1, real estate, 50%. So 50% of that figure as an upcomer must go to real estate. So you can have an account for it. You can be using maybe X bank. So if the money is 100,000 out of the share of it, cannot buy any piece of real estate, let it be in that account. Let it be building up to when it can attack an opportunity. You do number 2. Personal development, 20%. Personal development involves your skills, getting more certifications. It opens doors for you. Why am I doing MSc? Why do I have 2 masters? Why am I doing PhD? I don't need it for anything. Godwin, I don't have a CV. That's what I did a CV was when I was applying for one particular opportunity. Simple. I don't have it. Personal development 20%. Then number 3, SME or business 30%. You have absolutely no idea which company will become the next mega company. Will become the next unicorn. You are working at you are work every night. You get to your bus stop, you see queue of people lining up to buy spaghetti at that junction. The guy has only 1 burner, and you're part of the people that is queuing there every night for the past 5 years, and you are seeing the progress of that guy, but it's only 1 burner. You cannot attack the SME opportunity. That's an opportunity for you to buy 2 burners for him. In fact, get him a dispatch bike, share profits. Many of those people are making more money than you, those of you that are walking around with suit and tie. You have absolutely no idea how much the unofficial market is making. So SMEs like this, people like this have little or no regret in terms of falling to scam or falling to wasteful ventures. It is now proceeds of this investment. Maybe this business has brought you a profit of so amount that you can decide to be wasting away or gambling away if you want to be doing things like that. You don't put the cart before the horse. I think I've given too much information, Godwin. We will go on a short break. When we come back, the Real Estate Expo is up next. The next 5 minutes we'll be done with the show, and we'll show you what to expect next week after the short break.
You couldn't make it, huh?
Yeah. It's serious.
Hello, let me introduce you to 2 of my guys, Peter and Pete. 2022 December, we had the Real Estate Expo organized by our organization, and Peter came with 10 million, had 10 million. Pete also had 10 million to buy a few assets. But Pete, at the end of the day, went on vacation with his money, while Peter was able to buy a few assets with that amount and create a portfolio for himself. Today, in 2025, Peter is worth over 75 million in that asset. Pete is also still doing well, working for his money, but he has not been able to tie down some. Peter's asset that he bought in 2022 is well over 75 million now, and Pete is still regretting that decision today. What am I trying to say? The Real Estate Expo 2025 is here, and it's 15 hours of solid sale, mega offers and opportunities from over 20 developers. We're featuring 20 states under lands, apartments and houses. What are you going to do with that information? If you want to be 2022 Peter, the instructions are on your screen. If you want to be 2022 Pete,
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Okwemi. I came for allocation, inspection for my land at Ewekoro, and I was pretty much impressed. It's an estate, a developing estate, where the already existing people living in there, and I was shown the area.
I'm very sure you've been having a fantastic time. What we just served you is an exclusive masterclass that you probably, for even some MBA classes might not give you that. So I want you not to just listen to what we have been saying. It's not about how you listen. There's absolutely no point in you listening to this particular program if you're not going to implement it. There's no difference between someone that does that and someone that did not listen to the program. I'm here to talk about, as a wrap up, Godwin, the Real Estate Expo, the 4th edition is coming up on the 19th of December 2025. Now we are talking about how you can create space for your real estate opportunity. I gave you an example of how somebody bought land at 50% off and has experienced times 160% in that last 4 years. That can be your story too. On Monday when we were doing the Zoom class, I was just doing a roll call of, I was just looking at one of our colleagues' WhatsApp, and I saw the price of the new price of our project in Waytown at 20 million. I remember when I bought 1 acre, 18 million. One plot is 20 million. We're not talking fables here. as well. Imagine that you bought 1 acre.
The same way.
The same way. One of your friends followed us to the site that particular that we came to the studio together. That same way with CFO, global CFO, fenced round, we bought at 3 million per acre. I mean 8 million per acre, 3 million per plot. The last time we ever bought the vast acres of land. Now one plot is 20 million. So it means that 1 acre is 120 million from 18 million naira. So this opportunity will exist again at the Real Estate Expo. We'll be having lands, apartments, houses at the best of prices from well over 20, close to 20 real estate developers who are going to be displaying their products, and well over 20 states in Nigeria covered. So if you
The Respo is strictly about property, land,
apartments and houses, strictly property. So if you are looking for land, like I've said, everybody should be looking for land. Land, especially maturing lands. There's no other place where you can accumulate a lot of capital appreciation than maturing lands.
What does that mean?
Lands that are not yet developed,
Oh, okay.
that have prospects, please, not dead assets, that have prospects of being a game changer. I've given as an example of that. Right, the Mowe I just gave you as an example. You know, you going there early, letting development meet you there. That's one part of the portfolio you must attack. So the expo is coming on the 19th of December. It's 15 hours of sale from 9 a.m. till 11:59 p.m. There are 2 kinds of registration, and all of them is actually even absolutely free. So guys, listen, those of you online, listen so you can take the numbers to be a part of it. The first one is the premium subscription. You enjoy all the general discounts and bonuses that comes with the expo. All you have to do is just send your name and premium to this number on WhatsApp, 080-2243-0140. The number again is 080-2243-0140. Once you do that, they will send you the link where you're going to shop on the 19th of December. Simple as possible. So you just log into the link, create an account for yourself. The UI UX is amazing. You can click on land, you see lands, all the location. Click on apartments, you see apartment, you see virtual inspection, and you can make your decision on the spot. Remember, it's 15 hours of sale. The second level is Premium Plus. This one too is free, but it requires a pre-order fee. You are showing more interest. You are absolutely sure that you are going to buy something on that day, right? So there are 2 kinds of packs for that. There's the Diamond Pack. It costs 500,000 pre-order fee. You'll be getting 500,000 Expo voucher, which means your money is in your Expo account waiting for you to shop. So if you buy anything on that day, maybe you buy something for 4 million, all you have to do is put 3.5 and everything adds up. You'll also be getting a raffle ticket, where you can win amazing prizes from laptops to cameras to iPhones and the likes for some very special people on that day. And you'll also be getting better discounts than the people who are coming generally. Then there's the second one, which is the 1 million naira pack, and that one goes for 1 million pre-order fee, and you'll be getting 1 million naira Expo voucher, which you can use to shop also on that day. You'll be getting a raffle ticket, and listen to the icing on the cake. You'll be getting 150 square meter free of charge at our estate in Ofada extension, and that particular property, 150 square meter, is worth over 500,000 today. So we are giving to the first 100 people, and we have close to only 30 slots left. We have been doing this before the Investors Corner, so apologies to people who are just here for the first time. You can quickly send a message. So you're getting a 150 square meter free. I mean, we do that. We do this every year. So there are a lot of testimonials of people. Some people are living in a house that the land I gave them free. It's not that I cannot go and be doing video in their house before they go and say, but listen, that happens and that's happening. So if you want to be a part of that, send your name and Premium Plus to the same WhatsApp number, 080-2243-0140. The number again is 080-2243-0140. I'm just thinking about what the worth of that free land will be in the next 10 years.
Can I ask a question, sir?
Yes, Godwin.
Now, this Respo, those who don't have money, can they get involved?
No, we did that for land day.
Those who have money
They can get
and they paid 1 million, some 500,000.
Yeah.
The property or land they are going to buy, is this something they can pay little by little?
Yes, absolutely. The Expo gives you very, very flexible and long payment plans, but it doesn't give you financing. Land day that we did in May gave financing, and we have a lot of people that came to this studio to talk about how we give them land allocated with 0 naira. So if you are looking for that, wait till next year May when we'll do land day. But if you are coming with at least 250,000 naira to the expo, you will be able to lock down an opportunity, initial deposit at least.
Okay.
Then you will have 12 months, 24 months to pay up.
That's precisely my question. Yeah.
For that, and that gives opportunity to.
So if you find a property that is 5 million, there's a payment plan.
There's a payment plan
that can be drawn for the person.
So you have the option. By the time you click on the drop down, the payment method you want to use, because you will see either pay outright, pay instrumentally. You will see the duration, the one that fits your budget. By the time we finish with this financial plan, you will be able to attack the expo from an education point of view. You will know how much you have for the next 24 months to spare to real estate. That's why I said creating space in your finance for real estate. So don't miss the lecture. It's not me. I'm not just about selling products. Like I've said before to people, I'm happy that the industry that I am, it has its own costs too, because I have to sell trust first before I sell market. Before people advertise the market. But the positive that it has is that my inventory is not a perishable good. I don't sell tomato. If the land is not sold this year, the next year is going to be sold. It's going to be at a higher profit. So when I'm doing my balance sheet, my financial statement at the end of the year, it is increasing in value. So ultimately, when you buy for yourself, it's always good for you. Imagine that you bought 1 acre when these people bought in 2022, but that's the same way some people will be imagining in 2028 that they achieved that in 2025 expo. Don't be that lesson. Be an example. So the number again is 080-2243-0140. Tonight, I'll be on Zoom by 8 p.m. Nigerian time. I'll be answering all questions from everybody, right? And also be talking about these are some of the things that we teach in our financial class. Don't miss it. So the same number. Once you have sent that message, they will also send you the link for tonight's class so that you can also join. 080-2243-0140. I just missed a call from our guest. Was trapped in traffic. They're just close by now, but the show is ended, so we'll have to reschedule him. Next week, we'll be having Wisdom Ezekiel. He's the CEO, co-founder, of Pertinence Group, and they have been doing real estate for the past 14 years. So we was here last year, had an awesome time with him. We'll be back again next week with Wisdom Ezekiel, and it's going to be an awesome show. Till then, you can rewatch this episode again on my YouTube channel, Sam Orija. You can follow our organization at Cash Gain City on Instagram and on Facebook. You can also follow the Cooperative Society at Fund Real Estate. We are changing narratives and things have been happening in those cooperatives. Once you are a member of this family, you are sure of growth. My name remains Sam Orija. Our YouTube page is Sam Orija. You can listen to the show again. See, come your way again on Friday, but on Monday we are back on the show, the Top Sports Show. But on Friday the Investors Corner Radio edition returns, and Monday we will see who laughs now, whether it is me or Godwin, who is a Barcelona fan disguising as a Manchester United fan. Anyways, Godwin, any party words for me?
Sam Orija, thank you so very much. Like he said, they are back on Monday.
Yeah.
And before we talk investment and land, we'll be talking about Real Madrid and Barcelona. That's precisely what he just said.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much. See you again Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for Sam Orija. But we are not done. I did say we're going to be talking about that game. It is Real Madrid, Barcelona, El Clasico, the biggest of them all. We'll talk about the best of the NBA and so much more. So, we'll be back in a jiffy.
Hello, let me introduce you to two of my guys, Peter and Pete. 2022 December, we had the Real Estate Expo organized by our organization. And Peter came with 10 million, had 10 million. Pete also had 10 million to buy a few assets. But Pete, at the end of the day, went on vacation with his money, while Peter was able to buy a few assets with that amount and create a portfolio for himself. Today, in 2025, Peter is worth over 75 million in that asset. Pete is also still doing well, working for his money, but he has not been able to tie down some. Peter's asset that he bought in 2022 is well over 75 million now, and Pete is still regretting that decision today. What am I trying to say? The Real Estate Expo 2025 is here, and it's 15 hours of solid sale, mega offers and opportunities from over 20 developers. We're featuring 20 states under lands, apartments, and houses. What are you going to do with that information? If you want to be 2022 Peter, the instructions are on your screen. If you want to be 2022 Pete,
that my plot is situated, and I'm pretty much impressed, and I can't wait to get started. I will encourage you, if you have probably some savings, some money somewhere, instead of it allowing it life value, why not invest it in it's real estate that will appreciate in value. Thank you.